Councilmember Benedict.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I am excited to announce that we've got 3 things going on in District 7 over the coming couple of weeks. This coming Thursday at 7 p.m. is the Inglewood Neighborhood Association. That is at 7 p.m. at the Lytton Alumni Center. We've got some great guests this week, so looking forward to seeing a big turnout there. On November 12th, that is a week from today, at 6 p.m., there's a meeting about the Gallatin Road corridor and some of the overlay that we're looking to put in there. That's going to take place at 6 p.m. at City Road Chapel. And then on Saturday, November the 16th, I'm having my second of my monthly coffee hours. That's going to be at McGaw's Donuts in Madison, and those are the best donuts on Gallatin Road. So please join me at 8:30 a.m. on the 16th. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Toombs.
Thank you, Mr. President. Several events going on in District 2. This Thursday, the 7th at 6 p.m., the Haynes Trinity Neighborhood Coalition is having a community meeting at Riverside Church at 800 Youngs Lane. On the 14th is my first community-wide meeting for District 2 at Haynes Middle School at 6 p.m. And a little further ahead, on the 21st, there'll be a rezoning community meeting about a couple of projects on Baptist World Center at Bethel Ministries on Baptist World Center at 6 p.m.
Thank you very much, Councilmember. Councilmember Bradford.
Thanks for allowing me to speak this evening. I just wanted to make the announcement that this Thursday will be the first District 13 Community Town Hall. It will be at the Arlington United Methodist Church at 1360 Murfreesboro Road at 6:30 p.m. It'll be an opportunity for us to get together as a district to discuss what we want to see over the next 4 years. And I've also invited, and they've accepted, Metro Water will be sending a representative out to discuss upcoming rates. That's all I have.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Gamble. Bless you.
Bless you. Thank you, Mr. Councilmember. Okay, so I am announcing that the after-school special committee will meet this coming Thursday, November 17th at 4 p.m. We'll have representatives from Metro Parks and Opportunity Now speaking about after-school programs. And on November 14th at 2 p.m., we'll have representatives from NASA, the Nashville After-School Zone Alliance, and Oasis Center speaking about their after-school programs. And those meetings will take place at the Metro Courthouse in Committee Room 1. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Stiles.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just wanted to make an announcement about November 16th in District 32 is actually going to be a very full day. I will be sending out materials to everyone. From 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., we'll have a cleanup in our district, primarily the Bell Road area, part of my anti-littering campaign. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. within the Southeast Community Center itself, co-sponsored with LKQ, we're going to be doing Angel Tree for the first time. So anyone that's interested, we'd love for you to come out for that. And I will also be holding office hours that afternoon from 4 to 6. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Hancock.
Thank you. I just wanted to announce a few meetings that are upcoming. We have a community meeting on Saturday the 9th between 8:30 and 10 at the Tin Cup Coffee in Madison, as well as following that from 10 to 11, traffic calming meeting for Forest Park community. On the 13th, we're having a community meeting from 9:30 to 11, again at the Tin Cup. And on Friday the 15th, from 8 to 9, we're having a special committee on education, trying to determine how to get school supplies into the classrooms without spending teachers' money, as well as textbooks for all the students. Our first committee meeting for that is actually this week from 11:30 to 12:30 here at Metro Courthouse in the large committee room, 11:30 to 12:30, and then the second one is Friday the 15th, 8 to 9 at the Tin Cup in Madison. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember O'Connell.
Thank you, Mr. President, for the recognition, and congratulations on presiding tonight. Many know that November 1st, Friday, marked our entry into Nashville's cold weather community response period. From November 1st through March 31st, the Nashville community collaborates on implementing the cold weather community response plan. You can learn more at coldweathernashville.com. This plan focuses on giving people who experience homelessness the best possible information and assistance to seek emergency shelter indoors, especially during extreme weather situations. So Metro works closely with the community when temperatures reach 28 degrees Fahrenheit based on an official local forecast by the National Weather Service. Metro activates its cold weather shelter, which we now know will be online this year and admits individuals and families once nonprofit shelter capacity reaches 90%. More information on how to access this is available again at coldweathernashville.com. Definitely encourage members of the community to be involved with those organizations that help support this. Room in the Inn, Nashville Rescue Mission, Oasis, Launchpad, Open Table, all of these organizations are listed on that site, and they can use both volunteers and donations of really money, time, and any other available resources during this period from November 1st through March 31st, so please take advantage of that. And anytime during the winter, if you're wondering where to direct people, if the weather does get particularly cold, coldweathernashville.com is your resource. I also wanted to point people to wegotransit.com. WeGo Public Transit, formerly known as Nashville MTA, is holding listening sessions in November. These are called Transit Out Loud meetings, and they're a chance to chat with WeGo staff about transit issues. In mid-November, WeGo Public Transit will host 4 listening sessions for current riders to hear about upcoming transit projects, as well as share their observations on the agency's current services. Interested community members can join WeGo staff at the WeGo Central Second Level Meeting Room at 400 Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in downtown Nashville on the following dates and times. Tuesday, November 12th, there will be 2 sessions, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. and 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And Monday, November 18th, 11 a.m. to noon and noon to 1 p.m. So definitely check those out. This is your opportunity to both learn and also share experiences related to Transit Nashville. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Johnston.
Thank you, Mr. President. We are having a community meeting for the neighbors in District 26 to meet with the contractors that are building the sidewalk on Wolford Drive from West Longdale to Danby Drive. So it's an opportunity for everyone to ask questions and see what that timeline is and what those homeowners can expect. That is going to be held at Southminster Presbyterian Church on Thursday, November 14th at 6 p.m. Also, for my neighbors in Paragon Mills, we are trying to form a neighborhood association for that neighborhood. There's an informational session in conjunction with Neighbor to Neighbor that is going to be held this Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30. If you want to be a part of that, please reach out to me at courtney.johnston@nashville.gov, or you can call my office. To be a part of that, it is a free informational session, and lunch will be provided. But that is this Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Evans.
Thank you, President Syracuse. I just wanted to remind everybody that this Saturday, actually starting on Friday, the Donaldson Hermitage Exchange Club's 4th annual Field of Honor will be taking place on the property of Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. The Donaldson Hermitage Exchange Club's mission is to promote patriotism and also child abuse prevention. We fly 1,000 3x5 flags on the Hermitage property, and it's the only field of its kind on a presidential site. The opening ceremony is on Friday afternoon at 2 p.m., and we'll have our patriotic fireworks on Saturday night at 7 p.m., so I would love to see all of you come out, all the members of the community. It is free and open to the public. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Porterfield.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you to all of our constituents that came out to the office hours in District 29 last month. Thank you to Timothy Hughes in the audience, who also came out and visited with us in our area. I wanted to remind our neighbors that we will have our next community meeting on Thursday, November the 7th at the Smith Springs Community Center, located at 2801 Smith Springs Road. Dinner will be provided, but feel free to bring a dish if you like. And also on Saturday, November the 7th, we're having our community cleanup, and that will be held at Compton's Foodland, located at 2808 Old Smith Springs Road, and we will have Shredded as well as Thrift Smart. And a reminder to our neighbors who live between District 29 and District 13, we do have a closing of Couchville Pike for the next month. That information has been posted on social media along with a map to give you an alternate route. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Glover.
Thank you, Pro Tem. Just very quickly, I'm going to start doing meetings around town, various schools, and so each one here in the chamber will get a notification as to when your district is kind of targeted, and we're basically going to do about 8 meetings across the city, and it's really just a listening meeting. Come out and hear what people have to say. As we're barreling towards the budget season next year, it'll be here before we know it. And so I just want to take the opportunity. One of the things that we talked about during the campaign was, would I come back out and listen? And so we're starting that process, and we'll have it posted and everywhere else. And so anyone that can join us, I hope they can. And it starts next week. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Lee.
Yes, thank you, sir. I would like to announce this coming Thursday, and I don't know why we have it the same time, but this coming Thursday, I would like for anyone who is free to come out. We're having a community meeting, and it is going to be what I call my committee-wide meeting. It is going to be at the Cane Ridge Community Center, which is 6043 Cane Ridge Road. And we're going to have all the different divisions of Metro there. I will also have a table set up for some of the developers that want to show you their information. Trustee Parker Toller will also be there with a list and to be able to tell you if you're a senior that qualified to have your taxes frozen or some of that. You can check with him on that, and you can do that right there. If you have some issues that you need to do to take up with codes, they are going to be there for information as well. And we have a new beautification person out in 33 that we have co-beautification people, and they will be there as well if you want to set up some neighborhood pickups. So, and I will have pizza for you, so that'll help for you missing your dinner if you have to. But I hope that you will come on out. Thank you, sir.
Sounds great. Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Sledge.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Tem. We got 3 things going on Saturday. Mary Hill has its A Very Merry 5K that begins at 7:30 a.m. Trimble Action Group has its neighborhood cleanup at 8 a.m. at Johnson School. And then we have the second Saturday meeting at 8:30 a.m. at Midtown Hills Precinct because we get up early in District 17. We also have a fall foliage walk that begins at 3 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday at Dudley Park. So if you'd like to enjoy the leaves of District 17, please come on out. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks, Councilmember. Councilmember Withers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pro Tem Syracuse. I want to thank all of our community members who came out to 2 meetings last week. We had a great turnout at the Town Hall for the East Nashville Neighborways project, which is bikeways funding that's being used for traffic calming to benefit bicyclists, pedestrians, everyone using a big network of streets in District 6, and want to thank everyone who came out and participated in that. I'm going to be having follow-up meetings on that. I'm going to have some coffee shop drop-ins even this week that I would like to announce. One of those will be tomorrow from 5:30 to 7 at Portland Brew on Eastland, Thursday from 5:30 to 7 at Ugly Mugs on Eastland, Saturday from 10 to 12 at the Post East on Fatherland. The Post East is one of our business owners who is part of the stakeholder group for the East Nashville Neighborways. So I'm just going to try to make myself available as much as I can. The way that you submit feedback, and I know our District 6 folks have a lot of feedback to give, but the way that you do that is you attend a town hall, actually get the information about what the items are that we're looking at. It's sort of participatory budgeting where we have a total budget and you tell us how you would allocate that funding to different devices within that map. And then you mark up a map and sign it, and that is how you submit your ballot. So in-person discussion is the way to do it, and I'm going to have a lot of coffee shop meetings like that in addition to neighborhood meetings to get as much feedback as we can before we finalize recommendation in January. But also want to thank publicly School Board Member Christian Buggs, who came out. We had a really much-needed meeting at the Laughlin Design Center School that was parent-led. It was parent-initiated about diversity or lack of diversity in Laughlin Design Center School versus the representation that we have in the geographic priority zone. So I want to thank all of those parents that put that together. We had a packed room. We had a 2-hour discussion. We had the principal from Laughlin as well as from Warner, which is the zone school present. It was a very productive discussion. I'm very proud of my constituents for being so committed to making positive change. School Board Member Buggs is going to go back with MNPS, and the staff were present as well, and to see what some action steps that they might be able to support would be. And also, we will come back to the community. It's the community itself that is going to make that change in that school, and I'm just really proud to represent a district that is trying to do that. So I want to thank everyone who participated last week. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Nash.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. The McMurray Hills Neighborhood Association will be meeting Thursday night at 6:30. We'd like to invite all the neighbors out. We'll be meeting at the Radnor Primitive Baptist Church on Brewer Drive, right across from McMurray School.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Van Rees.
Good evening. Buenas noches. I wanted to make sure that everyone remembered that Reliefing Day is coming up. The Saturday, November the 23rd, the Saturday right before Thanksgiving, is when we will be having Reliefing Day. It's part of the Nashville Tree Foundation. To learn more about it, go to NashvilleTreeFoundation.org. We're very pleased that a lot of the reliefing will be taking place in District 8 this year. We will be kicking it off at 8:30 on Saturday morning over at Maplewood High School. There will be reliefing projects at Gateway Elementary, Graymar Middle, Hunters Lane, Isaac Litton, Jerry Baxter Middle, Maplewood High, Old Center Elementary, Tom Joy Elementary, Chadwell Elementary, Good Pasture, Nosy College of Art, and Rocket Ship Northeast. Free eligible trees to eligible homes. If you got one of those postcards, make sure and turn it back in. The homes where primary power lines are running across the front yard can register to receive a free tree planted by Nashville Electric Service and the volunteers on Reliefing Day. Eligible residents should register using the web link that was on their postcard. So if you got one of those postcards and you want a free tree that someone else plants, now's your chance. If you got one of those cards, turn it in. If you didn't get one of those cards and you want to help out anyway, please go to NashvilleTreeFoundation.org. Join me as the kickoff on Saturday the 23rd at 8:30 a.m. There will be reliefing projects at all of those locations. If you go to that website, there's a link where it'll take you to Hands on Nashville and you can sign up to help. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Cash.
Thank you, Chairman. The Hillsborough West End Neighborhood Association is having their annual meeting next Thursday, the 14th, 7 p.m. They're doing it a little different this year, and they're having it Cabana in Hillsborough Village. There will be appetizers and drinks, door prizes. We will give out the Betty Nixon Good Neighbor Award and Good Hood Award winners for like property upgrades. Will be given. There will be representatives from Aiken Elementary, Midtown Precinct, and other great institutional partners in the neighborhood. Again, Thursday, November 14th, 7 p.m., Cabana on Belcourt Avenue. Thanks.
Thank you, Councilmember. Councilmember Stiles, seeking recognition again?
Thank you, Pro Tem. I just wanted to make an announcement to remind all of the councilwomen, as soon as we finish announcements, if you can join me back here on the back row for our quick photo. Thank you so much.
Excellent, thank you. I believe that's it. I have 2 meetings I want to let folks know about in District 15. Both are next week. Tuesday, November 12th at 6:30 p.m. at Donaldson Presbyterian. There is a potential 2 limited service hotels going in the Craigmead area right behind the original Bridgestone Park building. So that'll be at 6:30 p.m. at Donaldson Presbyterian. And then the next one is on Thursday, November 14th. in the Pennington Bend area, just north of Grace Nazarene Church. There's a potential 32-unit townhome development, so we will be meeting at Grace Nazarene. Again, that's 6:30 p.m. at Grace Nazarene on November 14th for those folks living in the Pennington Bend area. With that, I believe that is it for the announcements, and then Councilmember Sepulveda, you have a presentation. Oh, that's my bad. How about now?
Thank you, Mr. Pro Tem. We wanted to do a proclamation recognizing the YMCA Latino Achievers. It's something that's very close to my heart, me being a former Latino achiever. So. Current, yes.
Whereas on Thursday, October 24, 2019, the YMCA Latino Achievers Program, YLA, was selected as the 2019 Examples of Excellencia recipients for the Community-Based Organization category. YLA was chosen from among 166 programs nominated from 32 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico. And
whereas Examples of Excellencia, founded in 2004, is the only national effort to identify and promote evidence-based practices that help accelerate Latino students' success in higher education. And
whereas YLA was adopted to the YMCA of Middle Tennessee in 2002 and seeks to increase the college application rates and the college enrollment rates for Latino and Hispanic youth in Middle Tennessee, YLA inspires and empowers Latino youth by providing the resources and support they need to excel in high school, gain access to higher education, take advantage of scholarship opportunities, and find their career path. And
whereas the program goals include helping students access opportunities that contribute to their college readiness and increase their understanding of and ability to meet college access requirements. The program provides weekly club meetings, college tours, college and career exploration activities, ACT workshops, and a variety of experiences that help youth develop leadership skills and a plan for their future. And
whereas YLA serves Latino high school students ages 14 through 21 in 9 public schools, YLA serves schools that have 2 to 7 times more Latino youth than the state average of 9%, lower than average high school graduation rates, have lower than average ACT scores, and will graduate mostly first-generation college students. And
whereas for the 2017-2018 academic year, 76% of YMCA Latino achievers were first-generation college students, 100% graduated high school, and 98% matriculated into a post-secondary educational institution. And
therefore, I, Sandra Sepulveda, District 30 Council Member of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County Council, do recognize and congratulate the YMCA Latino Achievers on their selection as the 2019 Examples of Excellencia recipient for the Community-Based Organization category, signed the 24th of October, 2019.
Thank you so much to the city of Nashville. It is truly heartwarming and life-changing for our Latino students. Thank you. To be seen, to be heard, and to be celebrated by their council. So thank you very much. Yes, please. Hold on. I got get Ron.
Very good. Thank you for joining us for the announcement period. The council meeting will start momentarily.